This is Tlale Makhene, percussionist, producer, tutor, and all. But why we here? We're here because of Swazi Gold. Swazi Gold represents where I come from. Swazi Gold represents, I would say, my past into my present. Swazi Gold represents my journey into this life. Basically, Swazi Gold is a summary of what people never knew of Tlale Makhene, of what makes Tlale Makhene tick. Now, in Swazi Gold, you've got songs like Emma Punswini. Why I love Emma Punswini is that it's a love song. It's a love song, it's a sexual song, but the beautiful thing about it, you know, the first time I heard about I heard this song, we were singing it in a traditional wedding in Swaziland, and us as young as we were then, Emma Punswini, that means in nice places where when you are touched, you know, you feel nice. As a kid, when you are those nicer places, it's when you're being tickled. So our older brothers and cousins, when they were singing the same song, because they knew stuff that we did not know, that their looks and smiles, looking at each other, it was different than ours. We could see that, but it still meant the same thing to us. But we were like, oh, all right. But now, as much as it's a sexual song, it said something to everyone at their ages. So this song teaches us of verbal explicit. We have to be the poetry in the music. We have lost that. So traditional music or classical traditional music brings us back to that. We've got a song like Mva Kwezinye. Mva Kwezinye deals with like human problems like jealousy. You know, you do something with someone, then the next thing they turn around and they claim glory while it does not belong to them. You've helped them. You've helped each other while he was helping her, or she was helping herself. And on the other side, where now you're not in the equation. So Mva Kwezinye, basically someone who goes behind people as you know, then the next thing checks the opportunity, then they take. And you have Lelive, and Lelive, it's a song that basically, I'm from Swaziland, I grew up in Swaziland. Lelive speaks about, you know, appreciating a kingdom, appreciating the institution. It's the monarchical institution, because right now Swaziland is, I would say, is the headquarters of Africa culturally and traditionally, because Swaziland is still an absolute monarch, and Swaziland is the number one fan and custodian of traditions and its culture, while it's even worse in the southern Africa. Ritual, Emasiko lafana nabo Ingwala, Mhlanga, and others, they're not there, but Swaziland still has. And why do we still have those? Because out of knowing yourself traditionally and culturally, there is no need to look for anything else. If anything else comes, you look at it, and then you take the good things to make sure that your own thing still stands, and you move on. That is life. That is what Swaziland does, culturally and traditionally. We've got Song for Ketiwe, a song that I wrote for my wife, and for me, that song speaks a lot about who I am. I'm being thankful of this woman that I've been with for a long time, and for me, as alive as she is right now, it's me saying Thank you very much. And this is a message to all man species. First, that let's appreciate a good thing while we have it, because once it's gone, then we know exactly what happens. The music speaks of a message that gets to everyone in the world, in the whole wide world. And basically that says, even if I play a Norwegian song with Norwegians or Danish musicians in their language, but when I play it, I put myself, my Africanness in that song, my Swaziness in that song, my Tswananess in that song. But when it comes out with all these souls put together, no borders, one way, love. And with that, if only we could start hearing first our own music, and not only our music with all our neighbors, because we do as musicians, we play with everyone. But then why can't we live with them, listen to the same music together? Because I play with Malawians, with Zimbabweans, and everyone, and there are other people outside who work with the same people and have kids with the same people and live a life with the same people. Why can't we sit down and listen to this music and get all this information and be mesmerized by this beauty and cohesion and synergy that music brings, and art? As artists, we've managed to do that, and I think media and everyone who's responsible for pumping the art, the word is now, let's work towards oneness. Xenophobia does not work. It will never work. It has never worked. And if you think it will save you, right, unfortunately, it only kills, because it may not kill you now, but your kids will suffer from it. So my kids and everyone's kids, no borders. Music does not have borders. Art does not have borders. Why should we have borders?